Good morning. Good morning, love. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good everything, wherever you are. Hey, Braid Fam. Today we're diving into some super exciting and honestly super doable, easy DIY braid videos. Now, I know sometimes braids can feel like a whole thing, right? Hours in the chair, complicated techniques. But these tutorials I've found, hopefully, just hopefully, they're about to change the game. Now, I had to react in real time to see if they're actually as easy and if the results are as good as they look. Okay. So let's get right into it. Okay. So the first video we have is Braid. It's called Braid with Me. Extra Small Knotless by Candice B. All right. Let us get right into it. Hopefully, hopefully this is as easy as it looks. Okay.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Y'all know I like to jump straight in with the braids, but this is another Braid with Me video. And this is the hair that I'm using. It's by Boss and I got it from my local hair store. And this is the edge control that I am using for my braids. I find that it has a very good hold. So yeah, I'm using that. Anyways, let's get into these braids. Okay, I'm doing some extra.
First of all, I love how she gets right into it. Right into it. Let's get right into it. Okay. Because we don't got time. We want to see, we want to learn.
Extra small knotless box braids. And yeah, so long story short, I'm back. I know it's been a long time, but I am back. I was doing some internal healing, and I honestly, before doing these braids, I was sick for nearly 2 weeks, like just sick. Okay, like sick. This is the reason for me doing these braids, so that I can go back to work and I won't have to worry about my hair and getting up in the morning and everything. But yeah, you just never know what somebody is going through in life. And me losing two parents in such a short time frame, I realized that I needed to just step back, take a break, and just focus on life and myself in general. So yeah, that's where I've been in a nutshell. So I'm back and I have a lot planned for 2024 as far as videos. Um, yeah, I actually filmed this braid with me in December because I got sick in December, but I'm posting it in January. But I filmed it in December and I've now had the braids in for about a month. So y'all let me know if y'all want me to do a wash video, but I am glad to be back. I do have some videos planned, and I did record a vlogmas. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to post that. It's just going to be one vlogmas video into one video because I was not doing day one, day.
So, first and foremost, are you the girly that cares about her parts? Like, she's very meticulous and detailed with how she's parting her hair. And I don't know if she's a braider. I don't know if she does other people's hair. But for me personally, I like to make sure that my parts are on point because I am a braider and I do other people's hair. So I'm like a walking marketing tool, walking marketing model for my own brand. And it's very imperative that I try to put my best foot forward when doing my own hair. But if you're a braid girly, like Miss Trina. Trina, she's in Vegas. Her studio is Blessed Hands. She says she don't be caring. She just parts and goes and throws them braids in. She don't care because nobody's paying attention to the parts for real. Like unless you're another braider or somebody who values parts, and that is the determining factor between who you decide to book with, then nobody's really paying attention to the parts like that. So she seems very meticulous with her parting, and I'm off here for it. I'm all here for it because I get it. Also, my condolences to her losing her parents. It is that both parents is devastating. So my condolences to that. But let me know in the comments if you're a girly that cares about your parts when you're doing your hair yourself, or you just it doesn't matter.
Day two, day three. I ain't had no time for that. So, but yeah, just let me know if y'all want me to post that one. I can do that. It's not a big deal. It's never too late for a Vlogmas video. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna get into these braids. I am using the hair that I showed in the beginning of the video, and I've separated these small pieces here. Actually, I think on the next row, I make the pieces even smaller. I was learning, just learning the process of how many pieces to use and how thick to make them to get the size braid that I wanted. So, that's what I'm doing. So it's trial and error on the first couple rows, but it does turn out nice in the end. And grab your hair and braid with me. Put this video on repeat. I got a nice little playlist lined up, and do your own hair, because who's paying $1,000 in 2024 for some extra small knotless? I do it myself. So yeah, I'm so happy to be back, y'all.
Listen, she's me 100%. Honestly, I don't know. I don't like extra small because the takedown is crazy. Who's taking them out? Not me. Nor am I paying somebody to take them out. But I don't disagree. I don't dispute that statement. I understand why the girlies are doing it themselves to save some coin, but I will say you do get what you pay for. If someone is charging that much, they must be offering something that is worth paying for, honestly. Like, it could be the customer service, it could be the quality of the work, it could be the retention of the braids, how long they last, the fact that they include tucking, the fact that they give you a little luxurious treatment afterward or before, whatever, snacks, free Wi-Fi, you can work, whatever. Listen, there's a reason why people are charging these prices. Now, everybody should not charge $1,000 for braids. Let's be real and call a spade a spade. Not everybody can charge $1,000 for braids because they're just the environment might be messed up. The quality of work might not be up to par. I would say when you can charge $1,000 when your quality is consistent, no matter who the client is. They could have thick hair, thin hair, medium sized hair, long hair, short hair, down their back hair. It don't matter. If your results are consistent, then you can start charging more premium quality prices because you've already established authority. So I don't disagree with her, but sis, I'm also not doing extra small braids on myself because no, it's crazy. Would you do this size on yourself? Let me know in the comments.
I did see a comment saying, it's 2024 and I'm gonna need a new braid with me video. And that just made me so happy, because you just don't know who's paying attention and who's not. And the young lady even checked on me. But yeah, she even checked on me. Okay. Like, hope my family was doing well and everything. And that just made my heart smile. I am a very, very sensitive person when it comes to someone reaching out and taking the effort to check on me, and they don't know me from a can of paint. Okay. So yeah, like I said, this is another braid with me video. I'll be in and out of the video talking or whatever, but I really just wanted this to be the start of yeah, yeah, bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, all gas, no brakes, baby.
Okay, so she seems like she's just going and doing the front of her head first. And as she, oof, yeah, I don't know. The front of your head is honestly like the most important part because that's what people see first. So I don't disagree with how she's going about it. Get the front out the way, and then we can worry about the back later. Because the back you can kind of get away with being a little bit lazy, you know. Um, but everybody looks at that front, you know. The front, if the front ain't what it's supposed to be, then what are we doing? You know, that's why some braiders they do start in the front and then they go to the back. Me personally, I start in the back because the way that I like to um, make my braids fall determines where I start. So if I start in the front, you see how she like parted her hair um, from here to here first. I don't like that line of demarcation. I like for all of my braids to look consistent all around. I love the like cul-de-sac look on the head. So, especially at the connector at the top, the little cul-de-sac part, I love that look. And you can't necessarily achieve that look when you're um, doing this line of demarcation. Now, there is a possible way to connect it. Will it be flawless? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But it does look like she's, you know, it does look like she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. And she's getting them braids in there. The sides are definitely extra small. And she's definitely doing her thing. She's doing her big one. Is this easy? No, no, this is not easy because of how small they are. Now, her method, how she's breaking down the parting, how she's feeding in the hair, yes, that is easy. But this style in particular, I would not call it an easy style to do. Absolutely not. This is more so, you know, if you're ready and willing to sit down for a few days and be in your head until it's done, absolutely. This is for you. So far, it looks like she has about 6 or 7 rows just in that little section. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But we're moving along. We're moving along. So let's go ahead and unmute it. All right now. So it looks like she's got 1, 2. How many rows is that? Hold on, let's pause it. Wait, how many rows is that? Let's see. Okay, wait, we got to go back a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Okay, let's pause it. So we've got, where's my mouse? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows. We've got 9 rows in that little section, and she's not even to the middle part of her head yet. That's definitely extra small. Definitely extra small, but they look gorgeous already. They're full, they're small. The braid to part ratio is like perfect. They're not I know there's a negative connotation behind boneless braids, right? They're not boneless. And people say like boneless braids are like there's no density in the actual braid. All you see is parts. um and honestly, boneless just means it has a flow. It has a flow. That's what boneless means. But you guys know that boneless has a negative connotation to it. So we're just going to use it for that example. But yeah, they look like they flow easily. They look like she's getting them in there. I don't know how long she took to do this, but she's moving along. And she's already got this half done. Now she's working on the next side. So I know sis is tired. I know she's tired.
Uh, and everything is alright. I like how you doing alright, alright. Like how you think.
Is because by the time I get to the back, I'm tired. So I don't want to start in the back and then get to the front and be tired. Like, and then the braids just look sloppy up front. So my technique on myself is I start in the front, and then by the time I get to the back, I can kind of like do whatever I want. The braids could be as tight as I want or whatever, because the front braids are going to drape over the back. So that's the whole reason for me starting in the front. But yeah, we're near just about halfway done, and the back is not going to take me as long as the front did because I've parted slightly bigger and I don't have to make the back as neat as I try to get the front. So the back usually doesn't take that long. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna continue to braid the top and then move towards the back where I add the 99J, and I'll be back.
Now, did not say she probably does the front first because that back, you can get away with doing whatever. Literally, sis, I might steal this method on myself. I might steal this method on myself because listen, when I'm braiding my own hair, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted by the time I get to the top of my head, I'm exhausted. I'm like, listen, if I have to put one more braid in my head, I'm going to explode. So I get it 100%. I might just steal it. I might just steal it and like not care about that line of demarcation because honestly, on yourself, you can get away with a lot more because you did it on yourself. The fact that you can do it on yourself in the first place just says a lot about the type of braider that you are. You know what I mean? Like if you can do it on yourself and it look good, just imagine what you can do on somebody else. You know, like the results should be impeccable. So I might steal this. I might. And it maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Okay, so let's go ahead and skip through. So she's on the last row here in the front. And she's done the back. Let's see if she's talking. No, she's not. Okay, so you see how much bigger the parts are in the back than the front? Sis was like, listen, extra small in the front, extra small in the front, small in the back. But those still look extra small. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna lie. Those still look extra small, but she is getting away with a little bit more sloppy parts, a little bit bigger braids, because who's really looking at the back like that? You know what I mean? Like when people talk to you, they look at the front. Nobody's examining the back like that. Unless you're, like I said, a super detailed braider that's meticulous about their parts and who you want to braid your hair and all that. But even then, I would still give grace because you did it on yourself. You did it on yourself. So it takes a lot to do anything on yourself, honestly. But they look good so far. And she's only got what, like 2 more rows? Yep. She's working on her last row right now. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's see. Let's see the finished product. Okay, let's take it off mute. I shouldn't be standing with a heart that's so. That's her last braid. She's coming up on home stretch, y'all.
If it's right, but I'm sticking with you. All right, so we made it to the end, and I'm going to mousse and dip my ends, and then I'll come back on camera to show you the final result. See the peekaboo of the 99J? I just thought that was so cute. And see how my parts are nearly straight in the front, and the back I didn't really care too much about because you can't really see it. So yeah, I just appreciate y'all for tuning in if you made it this far. And Comment down below, even if it's later, just let me know how your braids came out. If you've been thinking about doing some extra small knotless on yourself, and let me know if you guys wanted me to do the wash video. Once again, thank you for tuning in to another Braid with me with Candace B, and be blessed.
Wow, sis really did her big one. Like those braids, I give her that. Look at that. Like they look so neat. And like I said, the braid ratio to part looks amazing. They're nice and full. All the braids are pretty much even all around. She did a really excellent job, you guys. She did a really excellent job. And listen, let me know in the comments if y'all gonna sit there and do them little old tiny braids, because the amount of patience that I have for that, like I'm only gonna do my small size braids on myself. That's the furthest I'll go. Mediums, I'll do mediums because they're a lot quicker, they're a lot, faster to get done, but they still have a full look to them. You know what I mean? So let me know in the comments if y'all would do that size, because I mean that was super small. And also, was this easy? Did this look easy to y'all? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we've got small knotless braids on myself, step-by-step tutorial, how to DIY by Sakayla Lanique. Sakayla Lanique. Is that how you say it? I don't know. All right, let's get right into it. Oh.
Hi guys, my name is Sakayla, and today I'm going to be doing knotless. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is what I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to be using this for the first time on my own head. So locket braid twist, a comb, some of these clips, and some bows. And then I'm also going to be using model hair, which I already took out the pack. So yeah, let's get started.
Okay, sis's parts is already bust down. Like, yes, ma'am. Those parts look clean. To be doing them on yourself? Okay. So with her method, it seems like she's doing the back first, which a lot of braiders do that. A lot of us braiders do the back first, which is why her parts look so pristine and clean right now. Now we'll see how it looks when she gets to that front of the head, okay? Because that's when it starts to weigh on you. You're like, listen, I'm ready to get done. I'm ready to get finished. But it's looking good so far. Let me know in the comments what you guys consider this size. This size to me, it's looking like my mediums. Now, I don't know how many rows she's got going on right now, but it's looking like my medium size braids for sure. Definitely not my small. And I think that a lot of people would consider this size like small medium. But now this is definitely my medium size braids, because I like the fullness of medium. The fullness of medium is just, and then the braids, you see how like the braids, they look like juicy. They look juicy still, but they're not like super small either. Like the parts are not super small, but they look juicy still. Like she's definitely like doing a great job. Definitely doing a great job.
belt, know that. You gon' make me need belt, know that. Caught dipping with your friend, you ain't even have red light, know that. Got me a bag with a brick, know that. Jordan told the face to fight, go back, oh, this sad forever. I'ma make you feel sanity with a bit. It's all I can give you.
Okay. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. How many times do you braid your natural hair before you add in the synthetic hair? Because that also is an important factor as to how your braids will look in the end. She braided her hair twice, and that to me is probably one of the best methods because you still get a nice snatched look at the root, but you also get a flat root. So some people braid 3-4 times before they add hair. Some people only twist the notch one time, only braid down one time before they add the hair. And I find that braiding 2 times before adding the hair, it gives your natural hair a chance to still look snatched, but then it also still is flat, and then it prevents twisting as well, because I know a lot of the knotless braids, they tend to twist and do all this craziness. So if the foundation is flat and is angled the way that it's supposed to, 9 times out of 10 your braids will not twist. So I think the 2 braiding down twice first definitely prevents that twisting. And as you can see, like in the back, a lot of her braids are falling the way that it's supposed to fall because of that method. So let me know what method you guys use. Do you guys use do you braid down 3 times, 2 times, 1 time? How many times? Let me know in the comments, y'all. Another thing I want to add is, as you can see, remember I mentioned earlier in the video that cul-de-sac in the top of the head. It seems to me that she's she's doing the back of her head first, right? But she's creating a bricklayer method so that the rows connect seamlessly. Love that. Love that, because it's going to give the appearance of you did your hair. It's going to give you the appearance of what she's doing actually. Like she did her back first and then she did the front. For those that do the front first, hold on, let me pause it. For those that do the front first, if you do the front first like that and still are able to make the appearance be like you started from the back to the front, kudos to you, because she's creating that cul-de-sac look, that consistency on the head. There's no lines of demarcation in the head. It's all consistent. It all looks the same. It all looks uniform. So I really love that look. Okay.
I'm finally done. So the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna dip a little bit later, so I won't miss the video. But the last thing I'm gonna do is loose and do my edges, and then take this overboard now.
The absolute best mousse on the market. Okay. I love Magic Fingers mousse. Yeah, sis definitely really did a great job. Like, I can't believe she did those by herself. Like they look really good. Honestly, like they look extremely good to have done them on yourself. Like her parts are clean and crisp. She really did a good job on that. Definitely kudos to you, sweet. Yes. Yes. Those look so good. I love the length, everything about them. They look full, they look really nice. The parts are on point, you know? She definitely did her big one. I would be proud. Listen, I would be proud. I would definitely be proud. Like, hey, hey now. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. You guys, let me know in the comments which one was your favorite braid video. Make sure your notifications are on, okay? Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Make sure you're subscribed because who wants to join the family? Like, who wants to join the family? So let me know which one is your favorite video. And then also hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video, okay? And I will see you guys next time, okay? Bye.